Welcome to the Great Debate. I'm Gandhi alongside with DMAQ. Now, before we get into today's episode, since this is not technically the first episode, but it's the first episode, we're going to give you a little bit of a background as to what you can expect from this show.
You're right. Technically, this isn't the first episode. This is how this whole thing started. The whole Halo Council started. It was a debate between me and you. I don't like your views. A lot of the time, Scotty, we butt heads, and that's exactly what this is about. The latest going on in the world of Halo being discussed in a short amount of time. Every other day, we'll throw it up to YouTube.
Yeah, absolutely. So today what we're going to be talking about is the leaked Halo 4 multiplayer footage from Skid the Kid. Now, I'm assuming he got the open beta from back in February, but so far from this...
Well, it was a closed beta.
Closed beta, sorry.
Okay.
Whatever. You know, you're...
Because I would have been all open in that bit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm picking up what you're putting down. But so the first thing I noticed was the movement. It doesn't look slow, and it doesn't look like Killer KC, who's from MLG, who tweaks everything for competitive play, is going to have to up the speed, which is so good.
I don't want it to be all tweaked and shit.
Yeah.
I want to play it out of the box. I want to play it just like the dude who's waiting online in front of me play. You know what I'm saying? I want everybody to be involved in the same community. When I go to that line for Halo 5, I better know everybody in that line that time. For the first time, the whole community needs to be united. We need to play the game the same way.
Yeah, and the good thing about the movement from what I saw, it looks like a combination between Halo 1 and Halo 2. And as we know from the competitive side of things, strafing is extremely important. You don't want to just have to press left bumper or A, whatever it is you use to jump, and jump your way out of the fight. You want to be able to strafe someone out of their shots, and that's what looks awesome so far. And then, what else you see after we see, basically 30 seconds of footage is we actually see the energy sword being used. And surprisingly enough, it gets its own animation. Now, what this energy sword animation is going to look like is he comes up behind the guy, and he jabs into his back, and he lifts him up, and his body just falls on the ground. It looks incredible.
It looks cool. But
you don't like it. I can tell by your voice you don't like it.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I've seen it sometimes where it hinders competitive play. And in my opinion, that's not cool. So it's cool to be in the game, and there's a lot of people who are going to enjoy that. A lot of people just play the game just so they can get dope helmets, and that's cool. But you should have a toggle on and off button. There should be a feature there so the competitive players can turn that bullshit off, because it slows them down, and that's not cool.
But on the other
especially
side,
if you have a power weapon like a sword, Scotty, you're just not trying to be exposed. Dude got a sniper, he's good like you, and it's all fucked. It's not cool.
But the thing is, D, though, it's also the animation is used as a sign of disrespect. It's like, well,
you're not making this argument.
Oh, I'm making this argument. It's a sign of disrespect, and you know it.
Dude. But you don't have to force me to disrespect people.
Well, yeah, I know, but think about it. If me and you were playing, and I come behind you, and I jab the sword in your body, and I lift you up, you're telling me you're not going to be a little mad because I should have just made it quick?
It looked good. It looked way better than some of the other trailers that have come out for other games.
So all in all, you're against it. I'm kind of for it. The next thing in the video is we actually see the railgun used. D, was this the weapon you were expecting?
Traditionally, when you're hearing railgun, you're hearing one shot that's blowing through walls and shit and really effing it up. And I didn't see that. I saw, dude taking a couple of shots. It looked pretty powerful. How many? I don't know. It looked pretty cool. I hope we can use it in competitive play and it brings some sort of balance. I really do. We preach about it all the time, Scotty. Let's bring the shotty back, the needle rifle. Hey, the railgun could join the crew. The shot, the rocket launcher is always there. So I'm all about that shit as long as there is some type of balance to it.
Now, in case you guys have not seen the video yet, basically this railgun, it kind of reminds me a lot of a long-distance concussion rifle from Halo 4 or from Halo Reach. In Halo Reach, there was this gun called the concussion rifle that kind of blasted people backwards, and you couldn't really shoot or anything. That's what it is, but it seems to go much further. I don't know if it's going to be useful because he fires, I think it was 2 shots, and then he cleans the guy up with his BR. So I don't know if it's going to be that weak. If it's more powerful, I'm all for it because then, it's a power weapon. But if it's just going to kind of be there, I could see it getting removed from competitive play very easily.
Yeah, 3-shot kill it should be.
3-shot kill? I was thinking like 1, like a rocket launcher.
Yeah, I think even 2 is cool. Yeah, you're right. But then it's kind of like the snipe. It's, I don't know. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I
traditionally
guess
a railgun is a 1-shot kill every game.
Well,
in every game.
You're
absolutely correct.
It depends kind of on the clip size as well. We can't really see that because, in case you haven't seen the video, it looks like an old 70s homemade sex tape. It is the worst quality you will ever see.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Right? It's exactly. I was sitting there. I was like,
that's like a 70s porn star reporting on it, so it's okay.
Yeah. What can you do? So after the railgun was being used for a little bit, the rocket
1-shot kill.
Yeah, the rocket launcher was used. Now, by the way, the rocket launcher kind of takes up the majority of the lower right-hand side of your screen.
Yeah.
But, D, what was your first impressions of it?
I was like, yo, that's a dope double. Right when I got it, And I was happy because it was quick, it was to the point, and it worked. And then when the second one came out, you saw it kind of go up and curve down. And I was like, well, I don't know. Maybe he made it curve up and come down. But if the rocket did that on its own, what the hell is the rocket doing? But these are the things that you're just going to play into. Before the game comes out, you're not going to know until you get it in your hands. But, yeah, it looked interesting. It looked really dope right away, and then it was like,
Yeah. I mean, I saw it, and it looked powerful. But like you said, that second one did seem to be a lot slower. And I don't know if there's like a ticking delay timer.
But it came out much quicker.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, but it was slower, really, like shooting-wise.
Yeah,
actual bullet.
It comes out quick. It moves slow, and if you take your time, then it comes out fast.
I guess
that'd be cool. I think.
Yeah, I mean, it would.
Did I just create a feature? Hire me, bitch.
No, dude, makes no fucking sense. There'll be. I have nothing witty to say, or else I'd say. But then we see this weapon drop, and this was the thing that kind of made every competitive player go, oh my God, the humanity, my job is done. Like, MLG's not going to pick this game up on the circuit because this weapon dropped. Like, I'm going to have to go back to school and stuff. Like, what?
Did anyone feel that way?
Yes, a lot of people felt that.
Really?
Yeah.
Because, that's ridiculous.
Right.
As long as the weapon drop doesn't affect when the weapon comes back up, I don't give a shit how it drops. if it slowly builds itself. If one piece comes every 10 seconds, and you see the weapon form into a goodness, and then you can pick the weapon up, that'd be fine too, as long as it comes up on time.
Yeah, okay.
I don't care.
But so I was expecting, when I heard weapon drop, I was thinking Super Smash Brothers, Nintendo 64 with the crate that comes down and bounces around, and then you got to punch it open or throw it at someone, and out comes like a rocket launcher. But instead, it's just kind of there, with the nav point pointing to it. It didn't do it for me. I mean, I get what you're saying, and I agree with you. But, at least if you're going to put all that work into making it, like a weapon drop, at least make it look cool.
I don't know. I'm down with it. It was fun.
You're down with it?
Man, and again, this is the beta version.
It is the beta. All right, so the last thing that was featured in the video that everyone kind of went was the Promethean vision. Now, in case you don't know what the Promethean vision is...
What's that noise there? That you just... I don't know what that is. Is that like exasperation?
It would have been better
surprise?
Yeah, like the surprise,
Okay, all right. So, I had the same feeling.
Okay, yeah,
right.
You know what you mean? Okay. So basically what Promethean vision is, it's X-ray vision. And in the video what happens is he toggles it with whatever button it is, and everything flashes white. Like everything goes glowing white for about 2 seconds,
Yeah.
and then your enemy is like more white, and then you can see where he's at through a couple walls.
I think it's dope. I think it's so cool.
Go on, give me your rundown, D.
I'm really I dig it. Yeah, and I dig it mostly because of the reasons that you're going to give later that you don't like it, because I think it shows advantage, you think it shows, you know what I'm saying? So there's some type of controversy to it, and it looks good to me, and I think it definitely shows some type of advantage if you use it correctly. I don't think you should be able to use it all the time. However, I think you should be able to use it a couple times throughout the game, for sure.
Now, my problem with it is it was literally 2 seconds. 2 seconds. I don't know what's the respawn time on it. I don't know how long it lasts or whatever, but it's 2 seconds. If I have the choice between Promethean vision and a jetpack that I can get to multiple different places anytime I want, I'm going to go with the jetpack. I mean, the Promethean vision, when you play a game, a lot changes in 2 seconds.
See, I'm not. I'm not a jetpack, but I'd rather know where everybody is. I think it's dope. You press one button, you know where, and that's exactly why I think it's going to be a good ability, and it's going to be something that could be used in the game, and that's cool.
All right, well,
good
Dave,
job.
After the footage,
on that one.
After the footage, what are your thoughts on the game?
I'm slowly over time, I'm becoming more and more relieved. Yeah, and it's such a dope feeling. And with E3 coming up and Halo 4 being that game that seems like it's the most hype out of every other game, it just, relief is flowing down my body, baby. It feels really good, and I just hope that when that day comes, November 5th or whatever day it is, November 6th, whatever day it is, it's going to be a dope one, hopefully.
Yep. I have to agree with you, man. It was a big sign of relief, and I was really happy with the movement. It looks like the shots registered, and quite frankly, that's all we need in the game. So with that said, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to follow us on Twitter. I'm sure somewhere you can find that. I don't know if it's linked up there, but you'll find us. And make sure you stay tuned, because we will be doing a great debate every other day. So tweet us what you want us to talk about, and we'll talk about it. Thanks for watching.